So we're going to talk about the stress bucket now. And you can think of the stress bucket as an analogy for the window of tolerance. Some of us have quite a big stress bucket and can cope with quite a lot of stress before our bucket overflows. For our children, however, their stress bucket is usually quite a bit smaller. And there's not a lot of capacity before that stress bucket will overflow. Our children spend a lot of their lives with their stress bucket almost permanently brimful. This means that it doesn't take an awful lot of extra stress or demands or sensory input for that bucket to overflow. The overflow that we see often presents as behaviour, and helping to remember it's their overwhelm and their sensory overload can help us to be more tolerant and supportive during those times, rather than just viewing it as behaviour that needs to be managed. It's children who need help with regulation. Thing is, we can help them in advance, because if through the day we can help them to do things that empty out their stress buckets, then there's more capacity for them to manage additional stresses and sensory input without overflowing. Of course, the same goes for us and our staff team or parents and partners. If we can empty our stress buckets out a little bit at a time throughout the day, we've got more capacity to cope with stress and demands without us overflowing into overwhelm. So remember the stress bucket, the children's and yours, and how important it is to keep emptying that out regularly.